Following podcast may be explicit. One Joe Young presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.
And you are finding us online right here, right now, as you are watching and or listening to us online. We do a podcast. You can find on your podcast apps. We also are on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube. We are getting back to our Blade Runner game. Chris is running that game for us. We're going to go around the table and say hi. I'll start with myself. I'm Joe. I'm playing the character Percival, who is a synth, and I know very little other than that. I will pass it over to Zeb.
I'm Zeb. I'm playing the seasoned detective William Novak. 6 years on the force,
16.
or more. 16 years on the force.
Been there a bit.
I guess I'll take it next. I don't know. So, hi. I wasn't here for the last session of this. I'll be playing Olson Backer. Olson Backer, seasoned war hero. 2 tours with the OWCD, whatever that means. I hated it. I'm a hippie now. I'm a cop hippie.
True.
That's all I know.
That is totally true. Perfect. Hey, this is Chris. I'm the game runner for Blade Runner 2030.
I was going to go to you last because you got to kick us off for that too. But you're good. You're
good,
Randy.
But I'm Randy, and I was skipped, and I play Fenna, who's easily forgettable because she's a replicant. And she's a few years on the force herself.
Percival is a replicant.
I do have to ask, did I miss a joke here, Randy? Because I noticed that your name is Fenna and your sub-name is Finna.
Oh, that's just what I did last week. I'm not sure if it's a joke or I just remember that it's Finn, not Fenna. Or
Finna.
You may not talk to his character without saying it 4 times.
I play Fina.
Correcting myself on the 5th time.
Yeah, it's only the 5th. All right, so yeah, while we're finish up saying who our characters are, Chris, go ahead and tell us what the heck we're up to, man.
We're back in the world of Blade Runner 2037 now. So in between the 2 movies, if anyone's seen them, which I think is only Zeb at this point in time.
So again, not Tron, right? Okay.
Correct, but yeah, they have different kind of like cool flying stuff.
Okay. I saw the Matrix once.
There you go.
You have to watch it backwards for it to be Blade Runner.
So everyone plays Blade Runners. We have 2 humans and 2 replicants, which are the synthetic or the android humans, and they're put on a case because they got a missing Blade Runner, a replicant, and also a dead replicant, also a Blade Runner. And they're on the case to see what's going on because they can't have any bad reps. They can't have any bad news for the new Nexus 9 replicants.
Oh, that's right. They got to make sure the new model robots still sell good.
Yeah, because they just, there was a UN, the UN said no more replicants, and then there was like, a killing spree of replicant Nexus 8s, and then they put a hold on it, and then they, got the rights, and new corporation is doing it, and now we have Nexus 9s who are supposed to be the best ever, right? They never make mistakes, but we'll see what happens.
Cool.
So I think last we ended up, we had William Novak, human Blade Runner, at the Snake Pit, and he got some information about the guy from Kill Magazine started some trouble, Joel Schuyler, and I think that, and you got the bullet too. You got the bullet out of the wall.
Yeah, I did. And just so Eli knows, Kill Magazine is run by human Nazis that hate
human supremacists. They don't like replicants. They don't like
Percival thinks it's a good magazine, though. Doesn't matter who's running it.
That's right. Yeah, Kill Magazine. It's a tabloid mag. But like kind of like, hey, this could be true, but even though it sounds crazy, it's that kind of thing.
Yep. And if I remember right, Joe found out something about butterflies.
Yeah, I was reading the newspaper at the end of that.
Yeah,
and saw the butterfly thing because we saw the butterflies, or Percival saw the butterflies in the apartment.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. Yep. So what's the thing you found out in the newspaper?
Crap, you're gonna make me see it again. All right, so that was the newspaper handout, and so that then was that thing there where I saw the. Just a moment.
Were you trying to bring up the newspaper on the screen so people?
I actually can by clicking this button somewhere, and that. There we go.
Oh man!
So the bottom there, the Aurelian Design Your Own Butterfly. So it has an address on it, 622 Lafayette Anemoid. Anemoid? It's kind of a neat word, like an animal droid. Anyway, row. So we'll have that address to check in on as well.
Yeah, not
Yep,
to be
and
confused
that
with-
was part of the information that Randy's Finnick character with the Metro cab. So Leah was dropped off at Anemoid Row after she left the snake pit.
Yep.
And I think the other piece you had from the apartment was the Doc Badger name on the back of a picture.
Yep,
And
that is correct.
We had resigned to look that up in the database when we reconvene at the police station.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to get that we're technically it would be shift 2, but I want to get Eli's character in to at least cover part of that shift so he doesn't get completely screwed out of getting some investigation going on.
I took a really long lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a brunch.
Bottomless mimosas. You can't stop me.
He totally like second breakfasted it up easy today.
We were all like, all right, Olsen, let's go. Olsen? Where is she? Where the f is Olsen?
Camera slow pans over to a sign that says free donuts in the break room.
She still thinks she's in the off-world defense colony. She's just pounding calories.
Nice.
Yep, I need them.
Off-world colony defense. That's what I meant.
Seems like I should have been sent after Olsen rather than William.
William.
Willem.
So, Eli, how much do you know of the backstory of any of this? I'm assuming you got nothing.
I'm aware of the basic premise in the same way that most of our viewers are probably aware of the basic premise. If it helps, I have also played Fallout 4, which had its own synthetic people moral dilemma.
That's true.
Gotcha. All right, but I mean, like for the backstory, like about the
and I
case.
do usually go railroad in that game for like faction alignments, so I'm all in on my character already.
Okay.
It's a damn safe.
So just for the backstory on the case, though, so you're like, hey, because everything gets, even if a character is not there, you all have devices that you can upload stuff to the mainframe, and it comes back to your device. So even if like, hey, I wasn't there asking the questions, I can still have all the information that the guy uploads, so you don't miss out. Technically, character is not, so nobody has to go, hey, I told him this. It's already there.
So they also know that there was fresh maple bars in the break room.
Yeah, and you ate them all. They know you ate them all too.
I definitely got the last one. I won't say how many I got before that.
It was 29. There's 29.
Also, the first one.
That's like, and all the ones in between. Okay.
No, Jenkins down in evidence got one.
Yeah. Okay. So I got to get you up to date on this. Unless anyone else wants to try to recap this, huh? Anyone? No. Okay.
Percival likes to work in the lab.
That's right. We can go to the characters after. So basically, the deputy chief, Holden, the guy's Holden, he's from the first movie. You ever end up watching it? He comes in and has a case like, hey, we had a situation down at the Snake Pit last night. We had some rumors of Nexus 8 activity, so I sent Leah and Sander down there. You know, and you might know those people a little bit from the office, kind of thing.
Lee owes me 10 credits.
Yeah, so Leah and Sandor. So there's the human supremacists were down there causing trouble. Fight breaks out. Shot goes off. When the smoke clears, Sandor's dead on the floor. Got shot in the back. It blew out his chest. So somebody's from behind him, and Leah is missing. So that was the, hey, let's go find out what's going on. And like, if you check your KIA, your knowledge assistant, have all the information everybody else has put in. So it checked out the place, obviously, to see the blood on the floor. Willem's en route with the bullet, but they still don't know what kind of weapon it came from yet. This is high caliber. And they checked out Leah's apartment. She's not there. She's got a picture on her, like a picture of a little girl on her thing, which, kind of weird for a replicant to have. A shit ton of vodka bottles, so she's been drinking heavily lately. And she also had to she's a replicant, and she had some issues and had to get recalibrated, which was less than a month ago. It was a couple weeks ago. So definitely some issues there. And they tracked her. Looks like she took off from the Snake Pit after the action went down, because they thought she was kidnapped originally, but found out she left the place, got dropped off near Anemoid Row, which is part of the butterfly thing that you just saw in the
Yeah.
I think that pretty much brings you up to speed. So part of this issue is you have you're with law enforcement. We have a company called Wallace Corporation, which created these new replicants. They can't have any bad press about this at all. Zero bad PR. So they want to like, hey, let's move this along, make sure everything's kosher, because we can't have like people out there killing Nexus 9s or something else is going on, right?
Yeah.
So they're kind of breathing down Holden's neck, right? You got the Wallace Corporation breathing down the LAPD, which you guys are a part of. So I'm going to have you. One of the things was like, you got to stop by Wallace Corp and talk to their head of PR, which is a replicant named Quell, female replicant named Quell. So we're going to start it there with Olsen Bacher arriving in your spinner. It's like your undercover flying car, basically, heading off to Wallace Corporation.
Brushing bear claw crumbs off of the side of my mouth.
The cheese Danish.
You have like a Yeti kind of thing. You have just styrofoam cup of coffee. It's like spilling all over, just dripping down the side.
So now I got to throw this in there. I wasn't going to mention it, but that's a perfect picture getting out of that stripped Honda Accord picture that we had for our police car last time. Yeah, that would have been perfect. You pull up, no doors, no windows, brushing bear claw crumbs and crushing the styrofoam cup and tossing it.
Oh, yeah.
I would have thrown it in its proper receptacle.
Yeah,
which just so happened to be the floorboard of my passenger seat.
That's hilarious.
What is cousins?
Is this
20 of them.
Is this like a private meeting, or am I approaching like their office?
Yeah, so you land in the huge internal garage, and it's kind of like almost Batcave-like, except everything's very sparse and like empty. There's almost no furniture anywhere in the hallways or anything. There's like a pale golden light, like it's reflecting off of water, like hitting the walls. And if you watch the latest movie, you'll see kind of like that setup. At the front desk, received by a hairless clerk, like almost kind of looks like similar to the bald guy that you might have seen on the upload that Willem talked to. He leads you to Quell's office, which is very austere, immaculately decorated. And you see, Joe, can you bring up the board with the face on it?
I was actually just looking at it to get a more zoomed in view, but yes, let me there's the button.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so Quell, you
if I zoom in, there we go.
Brought in to see her in her office.
Played by Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Thank you for coming. I just want you to know this is a pretty serious situation. We need this handled with the utmost care, but also very quickly. So where are you at in your investigation and with your plans going forward?
I'm going to do a quick glance at like my watch, do like counting 1, 2, 3 fingers. Last report was 3 minutes ago. I have 2 of my partners running evidence over to a forensics lab to help identify a lead on a possible suspect. We also have information regarding where a different possible suspect could be headed. We have officers reporting to those scenes as we speak. I was actually pulled from my part of the investigation to come here in person and assure you that the situation is being handled with the utmost respect and efficiency.
And then you munch into that bear claw.
Yum, yum.
I will, with my tongue, kind of pick at some like gummy cheese Danish left in the back of my teeth.
Somebody was trying to get to the bottom of the
box. She can't hide the disgusted look on her face. Like she's already like, oh, it's a human, because she's a replicant, right? She has,
you're filthy,
and you're just like dirtying up my office.
There it goes. That's been stuck in there since breakfast.
Well, that kind of enthusiasm to deal with this the correct way makes me feel pretty good. I wouldn't want anything unfortunate to happen.
Oh, yes, I assure you that lives are our highest priority here.
She doesn't really have anything else for you. Unless you have any questions for her, you're free to go.
I will.
Or anyone else too, because you probably know more background. You could feed him a question, right? Like he has all the information. You guys might even have like, hey, when you go here, ask this.
I will do the like. Oh, I'm starting to leave, and then turn around. I actually would like to ask you something, if you are willing to spare a moment of your time, as precious as it is.
Precious.
Yes.
As I understand the situation, the reason that speed is the highest priority is because discretion is no longer part of the equation.
Well,
So
I can only assume when you say something like that, did somebody make a mistake somewhere? I don't want to see this in that fucking magazine that's always doing slanderous things against this company. I've had enough of it. So,
that's where you and I have common ground here. I was actually under the assumption that it was something off of our end that was causing the speed up. Our procedures are designed to enact justice as efficiently as possible, but when those things get put on rush by an outside force, it does leave one curious as to what the cause is.
well, look, the N9s have only been out on the market for a year, and this is coming off of a decade of being banned on Earth, and there's still Nexus 8s out there, so it's a bad taste in people's mouths. We want to make sure this is dealt with very quickly so nobody gets wind of it and causes a worse issue like we had 10 years ago. And she's referring to like the right before the blackout, like, hey, we have the list of all Nexus 8s. Let's go round them up and kill them.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what she's talking about when she says 10 years ago.
Yeah. A lot lost then.
Find out if she's single.
Percival.
He doesn't get out of the lab much.
Yeah, he's cooped up there.
Yeah.
With
His
his
first
cat.
day seeing a girl.
Remembering that specific request, I'm just gonna scoff at myself, roll my eyes just a little bit.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Ask her if she likes sand.
What is it, Star Wars?
Yeah.
Do y'all have any
Personally, I hate sand. It's everywhere.
And it's horrible if you're a replicant.
Would she have any information on the missing replicant at all? Because I know what may have made.
Yeah, she would mention, like, if asked about Leah, she would say, "Yeah, I know she failed a couple baseline tests and had to go to the memory lab for recalibration." Which, I mean, I would expect that. That's a stressful job, right? Being a Blade Runner, that's going to happen. We expect that, especially within the first year. But it wasn't anything. It wasn't a big deal. And she's back on track. If I were you, I'd look into these human supremacists, fucking scum. Not good for anybody.
I had to restart my Apple Watch just today. Every now and then you need a reboot.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick up for the replicants, of course.
Is there any like and she wouldn't give us access to any like records on what that memory recalibration entailed or anything like that?
You'd have to go to the Lilith memory lab for that.
Okay.
They're a third party that does most of the memory programming.
All right. That's pretty much all I got.
All right. Cool. Okay. So this would end the second shift of time. Go ahead, Eli. I don't want to cut you off.
I was gonna ask. Okay, Percival, Finna, any actual questions that aren't going to rattle the hornet's nest?
No.
Okay.
I
What
don't- I
about
mean,
questions
I
that
was
would
thinking of
rattle
it-
the hornet's nest?
I'm just thinking of it from, at least for me, from Percival's perspective, I don't think he would be questioning, the person who runs the company where he was built, so to speak. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of that as a personality thing. Whether that's part of Blade Runner or not, I have no idea.
I have nothing either. I tried to think of anything, but I could not think of anything, unfortunately. So,
All right.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. So that would take care of the afternoon. So we did a morning shift, and that was finishing the afternoon shift.
So, is there something we should do on our character sheet for the shift?
Yeah, it's the
You could mark it down. There might be a spot on there. Actually, I can't remember like what shift.
Well, there's a
you're
thing
at.
that says like next shift. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
like if I click it, what happens.
Hit it. It's not going to do
Yeah.
anything.
I'll do that thing where it's like, I'll show my screen. But there's this next shift, and if I click it, it just said downtime 1.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a mechanic for that, I assume.
Hit it again.
Downtime 2.
All right. Yeah. And then when you
Hit
get
that, it goes
3,
0.
keep going. Hit it 3 times, and try to do another one. No. Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll get you to go past. That's
Oh, my.
interesting. Because technically, you would have to take a downtime after 3 shifts,
what
except for
time's
Will.
going to go downtown, Joe?
Yeah, everybody has to take a rest after 3 shifts, except for Willem because he's got the married to the job thing or something.
Okay.
Married to the job.
Okay, so you guys have this is the pile of clues. You got the butterfly guy with the animoid row thing. You got Doc Badger. You got Kill Magazine, and you got the bullet that needs to get through the forensics at the lab.
Probably the bullet is the next.
Well, you could do. Remember, this is like where they say like don't split the party, but
I've
this
got the
game is
bullet,
like split the
so
party,
have-
dude.
Yeah.
So you can
Especially
cover more
because we
ground.
can practically share in real time.
Yes,
Mhm.
exactly.
No. I honestly don't know where I would go with it yet, so I'll have to think about it. But I think because of the way I've played Percival so far, he would want to go investigate Kill Magazine because he would fanboy there. He would probably try and find his favorite column author and try and anyway, yeah.
Kill Magazine.
I have no idea what I would do pertaining to the case, mind you. And I think I should know something.
because it was the was it Gel Shiler?
Gel Shiler. Yeah.
Was the one that
Shaler.
was causing commotion at
Shaler,
the snake pit
Yeah,
when
him
the
and his-
shots rang out, and he's the lead editor or something like that at Kill Magazine.
Okay.
You'd be going there to talk to him.
So he's not like the owner. He's not like Larry Flint here. He's
the publisher. Yeah, he's the publisher.
oh, he is.
Yeah, he owns the rag man.
Yeah, awesome. Although I don't know that I care for him, but it's
Yeah.
a good magazine, right?
Oh,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could just go back to the since I got to take the bullet back to the forensics lab, I can go back there and look up the stuff in the database. Since I can't think of anything else to ask this very tall albino guy outside.
right. Yeah, no worries, man. All right, cool. All right, so where's Percival going? You're going to Kill Magazine?
It's got to be, yeah.
All right, Zeb's going to the lab. Olson, what do you want to do? You can also go with somebody too. You don't have to completely take every lead all at once.
I mean, what if I want to?
Yeah, undo whatever you want, man.
Um,
Bacher don't give a fuck.
Not about the job, I don't.
I only care about these bear claws and coffee.
Yeah.
I'll actually go. I'll go with my partner to head to forensics.
Okay. And Fenna, what is your plan?
I was gonna go forensics too, but guess 3's a crowd. What else do we got?
Hey,
got,
hey.
So you got the butterfly guy,
Yeah,
or
you should go
Doc,
play with
or
butterflies.
Doc Badger, and I think that's it.
No,
I'll head
better
to-
Doc Badger because I can remember butterflies.
Well, if I'm being honest, I'm a little worried since Joe is going alone as a droid as a replicant
kill,
to kill magazine, which famously hates replicants.
Oh yeah, he's the leader of the human supremacist empathy movement.
Whatever.
So
Magazine, though.
it might be a good idea for him to have backup from someone.
A human is what you're saying?
Maybe.
So,
All right,
so then,
fine.
And it's not a
I
human.
won't go to forensics with you. Gee, I thought we had a thing going here.
you guys look
All right.
human. You
Look,
look human. It's just, will you act completely human, or you be like, super serious like Spock?
Yeah, I just don't want him to get shot or something. Like, you know what I mean?
he's a big boy. He can take one.
That sounds like a challenge.
All right, I'm fine, Willem. I'm heading over to Amino Way. I'll look for the butterfly, I guess.
Okay, so then Olsen's going to look for the butterfly man, and then Randy, do you mind going with Joe?
I'll go with Joe. They'll have
Yeah,
2
that's
replicants
two
for the price of
replicants.
one.
Yeah.
That'll be the best.
You don't like them? Well, now you got 2.
I mean, Fella's got the good manipulation, so maybe he can pull something off.
Yeah.
It's true, and it might just rile him up to the point where he'll spill the beans.
The beans.
Well, like I was saying, I really don't know what Percival's ready to do there, as it pertains to the case, because I think he's going to fanboy over the magazine. So it's probably a good idea for somebody else to be there to ask actual, real questions.
True.
Makes sense, for sure.
Yeah.
Look,
Real.
I think I
real
figured out what it is. Okay, so the Kill magazine is a rag, right? They're going to sensationalize everything.
Like in Qualer,
Percival's
yeah.
day-to-day job is just all data and facts and numbers and what have you.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he loves to, like, maybe he put out a report one day, this guy got shot, and then the Kill magazine sensationalized it into like a 2-month long story. And I'm like, that's so much cooler than the guy got shot. So, you start following it just to get the thrill of their sensational articles.
It's pretty cool. I can dig it.
Look, if you two play your cards right, everybody walks out of there alive. If I go, I'm pretty sure somebody's dying.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cards?
We can't have that kind of heat on this.
Can't stand yellow media.
I mean, I have a tendency to press the issue, so we'll see how it goes.
Look, I'd rather you press an issue than someone pull a trigger.
Oh. All right then. Okay, so Willem at the lab. You have Coco. Coco's there with Biscuits the cat.
All right.
Android can't, obviously, not a real one.
Still pet.
He runs the it doesn't take too long to run that. The form bullet, but he comes back and it came out of it's the same weapon, same round that comes out of the weapon of a PKD 5223 blaster, same ones we use. Same one in your holster right there.
As a matter of fact, it is that one.
Dun, dun, dun. Let me see your weapon.
Then I'll upload that to our KIA.
Okay, everybody gets that information.
And then is there any additional information on the bullet? Maybe
that's it for you. You could run rifling and you're like, okay, if I had the barrel that this came out of, I could definitely, line it up.
I'll have to be right back. Sorry.
No problem. Okay, well then I'll go look up old what was his name? Doc
Badger.
See who that is.
Yeah, you find out he's like a pawn shop guy in the I think he's in this sector actually.
All right.
So he's kind of close by.
Doc and Chumley.
And he's just a pawn shop owner, but not much information on him besides that.
I gotta say, as soon as I saw a message that it was our, service firearm that the bullet came out of, Percival would indeed check his to make sure it hadn't shot a round recently.
Did someone take my gun again?
Is this a clue situation?
You get
Was Percival in the club with the revolver?
Exactly. It could be.
Percival
I wouldn't
in the
know.
pit with the revolver. Yep, that's what it is.
Dun.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
when Percival shuts down, he sleepwalks.
Probably.
Oh man, that's a whole adventure right there.
Yep. He's got way too many tabs open all the time too. I mean, just not paying attention to any one thing.
Was there
Why do you
anything?
have Chrome up?
Was there any other things you wanted to search for in the database while you're here?
Let's see. Can I'm assuming that I also know about the butterfly place.
Yeah.
Can I look it up
Yeah.
in the database just to see if there's any information on it?
Yeah, there's a shop called the Aurelian, and his thing is like these psychedelic butterflies. That's what he makes.
What about the? I already forgot it. It's the security camera things. What are they called?
Esper images.
Espers. Yeah.
Whispers.
Is there anything on that street or around there?
I don't know if you'd get that close to the
To the actual
like
shop?
the shop. Yeah.
I get you.
Let's see. You can see. Okay, you do find images of Leah like amongst the crowds there, and she did stop by the Aurelians for not that long though.
Okay, so she
She
was in.
also stopped by a place called Bullet Bob's Runner Surplus,
All right.
and that's
Bullet
that's dated. They're both dated a day after the shooting. So not a day after, but I guess it'd be like today's date. 'Cause
Right,
it
yeah,
technically happened like super early morning, like late last night kind of thing.
Okay. I also upload that to the KIA, and I upload a wink emoji to Olson.
I'll respond with the letter K.
Okay. Okay. All right. Anything else?
I think that was pretty much it. I don't even remember if I got the tall albino guy's name.
I don't think you did it. You could probably run them through the database, or you might have came and just talked. His name's Styles.
Tall albino
Styles.
is probably a list.
Yeah, tall albino guy.
But you don't have much info. There's not really much information.
There's not much
on it
anything.
all.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Like no criminal record.
I forgot about the dancer. That was
Iris.
What about her?
I thought you talked to her, but I think she just kind of pointed her fingers at Jill Schuyler too, and I should think she talked a little bit about the guy. Like, yeah, he kind of looks after us, our dancers, sticks up for us.
Yeah.
I think that was it out of her.
Can I run her through the old database?
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious she's a Nexus 9, but that's well known. That's all the dancers there are actually.
Well, I have done my duty. On to the next.
You.
And you've done it well.
Great job.
Okay, over to Percival. Heading over to Kill Magazine. Right?
Kill Magazine.
Oh, and Fenna, right? You guys are double teaming.
Fenna's tagging along.
Double teaming it, which I should have copied those guys. Hold on, I'm gonna go back to that page, and I'm gonna copy and paste instead of this putting guys back on and doing the stupid stuff with the name tags.
Yeah, thanks, Roll20. Some things
are getting hazy out there. Just remember your ROE and call for backup if you need it.
Bro.
This works.
Yes. Remember your fish eggs.
My boat?
Fish eggs. What kind of place
Fishing.
is this? He said fish eggs. What kind of place is it?
Hell, row is fish eggs.
ROE.
Yeah, salmon roe.
Your rules of engagement, Percival.
Oh.
We need to get you out in the field more often.
Yeah, probably. But I get to go to Kill Magazine.
Kill Magazine.
All right.
Wait, is that like a little advert that plays on our KIA?
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Every time we mention it.
Can you guys
official sponsor of the LAPD?
Is that screen working?
Yes, that's it. We're in the movie Office Space right now.
Yeah, Office Space, indeed.
You took my stapler.
That was the lighting thing? Let me turn that off.
Yeah, that's going to be line of sight. I wanted to say line of view, field of vision, shadow of fog.
shadow of doubt. Wait, what?
I don't remember how
Shadow
I did
of Fog, War of 1812, something like that.
Yes, the Fog of 1812. The Stephen King movie or something.
Let me turn that off.
Sorry, but the fog set in 1812 would be a way cooler
Does it
story.
work or not work? Oh, I gotta save it.
The ending. They're in a
Bam!
horse
There it
carriage.
goes.
That's
Yeah.
better. Much
Also,
better.
now we know that there's also a kitchen and some storage.
Oh yeah. Cool. All right. Besides Jill Schuyler being here, there's about a dozen people working in this very smoke-filled, dimly lit office. Kind of like you expect it would look. There's a bunch of Kill magazine covers postered on the wall everywhere.
I gotta find out who writes another reason not to trust replicants. That column. I gotta find out who
Yeah,
writes.
that's probably.
That's a good one.
I like this drawing of like the entire building, and then I'm guessing that little red square at the bottom left is just where you're at.
Yeah, that's a good point. Where
Yeah, they kind of give you like the map, and then they give you like, hey, this is the building, and this is where it's at.
Oh,
zoom
y'all are
out? Yeah, there we go.
back
Yeah.
up.
Tiny little thing down there.
So
Yeah.
freaking fast.
Yeah, because you went to Leah's apartment, it went up like 13 floors and circled the
Yeah.
outside of like where her apartment would be.
Yeah.
Pretty slick. The only person of interest here is Jell. Everybody else is just a bunch of no-name writers. You guys can make names up if you want to.
Yeah. I guess at this point, I'm just gonna. Percival's gonna be looking around and wonder at the place where Kill Magazine is written and produced. If Anna, you're gonna have to take the lead on like actually asking somebody anything substantive.
Okay.
And I will interject with idiotic nonsense as you go.
So what was the name of the guy at Kill Magazine? Jell
Schuyler.
He's on the right-hand
Yeah, let
side
me-
of the screen. There's a
let
card
me-
for him.
Okay.
Yeah, let me get him up here.
He looks like a cross between Ebenezer Scrooge and Marley's Ghost.
Oh,
Put him up here.
Jelle. I wrote down GEL.
He doesn't
Jell
gel.
Schuyler.
No, he doesn't gel.
He does not gel with replicants.
All right. So I guess we already made it through reception and now we're in the office space.
We went to the front desk and said, "Take me to your leader."
Mr. Shiloh, we got 2 walk-ins here. Do you have an interview planned?
Come on in.
He's waiting for you.
What time of day is that anyway?
It will be, I guess it's technically in the evening now.
It's 7 p.m. You don't gotta watch. Just go on in. It's you're wasting his time.
All right, we're already being called back, so let's go. So now we're there. Okay, now it makes sense.
Bam.
Okay, I'm glad we got through that storage closet situation. All right, so Mr. Jell Schuyler, what column does
Yes.
he write? Does he write the whole page, or which specific?
He's the
one?
publisher.
The publisher? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he just overlooks the whole entire thing.
Oh, he puts what goes in.
We have a few questions we'd like to ask you about your magazine.
Oh, my magazine.
Do your writers create all their sources on their own, or do you guys get outside sources to help you?
What do you mean outside sources? That's all our stuff is outside sources.
Dang, Joe. What's
It's facts, I tell you. It's all facts.
All facts.
I don't print lies.
I will chuckle when he says that. It wouldn't be anywhere near as entertaining if it was all facts.
I tell you, it's the truth.
Okay, man. Cool. Will you? And I
Got some
take
stories for me.
I
Got
take
some
a
juicy
rolled up,
tidbits. Huh?
take a rolled up magazine out of my back pocket and ask him, "Will you sign this for me?"
Get the hell out of here, kid.
Damn.
Percival's a big fan of yours.
Well, the
Percival.
magazine.
What kind of name is Percival? Are
The
you a knight?
best.
Well, you have
Yes.
to ask his parents, but good luck finding them.
So my time is pretty important. I know I'm not writing stories like all these guys out here, but what do you want?
Oh, Joe, what do we want?
Well, Randy, I'm trying to remember the connection other than at the bar they said it was some of those human supremacists.
Yeah, if I remember right, was it just people from Kill Magazine that were there starting the riot at the Snake Pit, or was
Yeah, so there's the human supremacist empathy group, and he's like a member of it. But he, because he's well known. He's
Okay, so but
he's not like the leader, but he's like very well known.
But we're not placing him at the scene or anything.
No, he was there.
Oh, he
His
was.
name's been mentioned multiple times.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't remember.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
It was before Christmas.
It's right there on your KIA.
Damn it.
Oh yeah.
Scroll.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, so what was the name of that club?
Yeah, so he's eyewitness. He's eyewitness. He was there.
Snake pit.
He
Snake
was
pit.
there, man.
So I guess if he really is kind of belligerent about me asking him to sign the magazine, then I guess I'll have to. All right. So we're here investigating a shooting, and you were at the scene. Tell me about it.
What scene? What shooting? I go to a lot of places.
I go to a lot of shootings.
What do you got for me, cop?
Well, we got eyes placing you by multiple people at the snake pit during the time of the murder.
Oh, that shooting. Yeah, I was there. What of it?
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I was there.
Well, now you seem to remember a lot more than what you just said. So tell me some details about it. Where were you? What did you see?
Fight broke out. Somebody got shot. It wasn't me.
It wasn't him that got shot. We know that.
Did you see the shooter?
What do you got for me, cop? Huh? You got some juicy stories for me? What kind of place this is?
Well, if we can find who the shooter is, then we can tell you, and you can go and place it in your little rag here.
Find who the shooter is. Jeez. I don't know. You're not too exciting, this conversation, cop.
He likes you. He likes you.
You want to roll manipulation there, Rando?
Sure, I can go for that. Let's see. I just click it, right? It's been a little bit.
2 successes. Anything specific about what happened you want to ask about, or you kind of want just general information?
Definitely looking for information on what the shooter looked like, specifically if they saw.
That's fine. If you're focused on that, that's fine.
Just as importantly as what they might look like, if he actually knows who it was.
Or if, in general.
I mean, I'm going to ask him that.
All right. Take it easy. You're pretty. I'll tell you something, but you better give me something good after this.
He's talking to me.
So we were there drinking, doing the usual stuff, and his useless skin job was dancing on stage. So this big albino guy comes over, starts getting huffy and puffy with me and my boys. I think his name's Styles, by the way. I've seen him around Animoid Road a couple times. But anyway, he gets in my face. We're yelling back and forth. And then these 2 Blade Runners try to intervene. Well, this guy, Blade Runner guy, pulls his blaster on the Styles guy. And then get this. The other Blade Runner shoots him in the back. And then she runs out the door. I saw her getting in a metro cab. Yeah, I'm telling you, these replicants are horrible. Can't even trust them around each other. They're dangerous. They're horrible.
Does that line up with the other information we've received?
Yeah, for the most part, because the gun, the bullet came from the same caliber weapon that we all carry.
Mm-hmm.
And both of them were placed at the scene. We also saw her leaving and getting in the cab right after the shooting was supposedly had taken place.
What was that place she went to afterwards?
Animoid Road.
Yeah.
What places though? Anybody remember?
It was Bob's Bullet Surplus.
Oh, that's interesting.
And the butterfly shop.
It's a bullet with butterfly wings.
So she killed her own partner.
It's just going to smash.
Allegedly.
Because Percival, you guys think there was no way, right? Come on, you're replicants. They would never do that. What are you guys thinking when this happens?
Not really believing that that's possible unless there's something other nefarious thing.
Now, Percival would be thinking a couple of things. One, they both had a couple of hard reboots recently. And this makes for a really good story. So it's also unbelievable because it makes for a really good story. So it's like,
Percival's loving this shit.
yeah, hell yeah.
He's eating it up.
He's like, man.
He's
Anyway,
practically seeing the type
I'm gonna put
as
that
the
in the. I'm gonna
suggest-
put that in the magazine that comes out tomorrow morning. What do you think about that?
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's front page,
Fuck us.
baby. Front page.
Nice.
So what do you got for me, pretty lady?
Cop.
Thanks, man. I can get it.
You got it, bro. Kill forever.
Well, I guess I can let go of you exaggerating the truth in your articles for this time, but that's pretty much
I
all I
don't
can offer
print
you.
lies. It's the truth here. He knows that. Pointing at Percival.
Yeah. Lies is a 4-letter word. Truth isn't.
Boom.
All right, old man. What do you want? What do you have in mind?
I don't know. What are you guys looking at? Obviously looking into this case. What do you got? Where you at with it? Come on, man. Give me a little taste. I gave you a big chunk flavor on that one. What are you gonna give me?
What could we share?
Now I'm trying to think, is there anything we know that he doesn't? He probably knows more than everything we know.
Unless he's lying. Make an
Yeah.
insight check if you want there, Fenna. Or you, Percival. You guys do insight check.
You know what? I would do that. Percival would do that.
I was debating that too, but we'll let Joe
I mean, not because I'm good at it.
go. Go, Joe.
Here we go. Let me click that one again, and then let's see. Was it insight?
Insight. Foresight. The clock on the wall.
Nice.
A 3 and a 10, so that's a success.
2. Yeah, technically that's considered critical success. Yeah, he's not lying.
I'm a little disappointed.
You're pretty sure he is telling the truth 100%. Like he is Mr. Spock
Yeah.
in this shit right here.
And I'm a little disappointed, but it's still cool.
Well, as of now, you seem to have all the details for the most part that we've gathered as well. But when we hear something else, then I'll let you know.
I know what we can offer him.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to investigate
Donuts!
presumably
Done
the
with
last
that bear claw?
person that Leia spoke to before the shooting and the first person she spoke to after. I think I may be misinterpreting the timeline, but I can get him quotes from 2 different people who spoke to her around the time of the incident.
Hey, as long as it's all right with you, Olsen, I don't think this guy's too particular on actual facts.
Oh yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
think you have to double check.
So you could offer him 1 quote for the information that he's supplied us with, and then another one for delaying the article by 3 days.
Yeah. Fenna, you should do that. He's not calling you cop anymore.
He's called you pretty twice.
Mm.
All right.
He's currently chewing.
So the Fennec character. I'll give her any time,
Randy
also.
to say
So
something.
the Fennec character is the doxy character class. So it's kind of a lot of them will be high end prostitutes or even like assassins, right? They're like the super hot looking ones that can just speak very well, manipulate people, get in and just murder the shit out of people.
Nice.
So they're used for that too. But go ahead, Randy.
Yeah, I guess we can take Eli's recommendation. I guess that would be Olsen's recommendation, and offer that. So it's basically, what was it? Give him credit and then for it, and then just hold off his article for 3 days.
We give him 1 quote.
1 quote.
Because I'm going to relay this information since we're there
Yeah,
together.
like we can tell him that I'm currently investigating people that the shooter spoke to just before the incident, so I can get him quotes from those people. 1 quote as a reward for his cooperation, and then a 2nd quote to delay the article being published for 3 days.
Yeah, because
So you give him 1 quote just for free, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, I'm giving him a quote as a reward. because
Right.
he's offered us information.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So he's getting one basically for free.
Yeah.
He considered it's free. And then the other one, you want the 3-day. He's not going to agree to the 3-day hold off. That's not going to happen. This magazine comes out every day at the same time. And this is huge news. And people need to know this. And you know why people need to know this. Like, you get it. He's a human, right? He's a human supremacist. That's why people need to know. You get that. Especially in what you've witnessed, too. Like,
All right. Well, I have an officer talking to people right now, so I can get you a quote as a reward, and then we're willing to give you another quote when we find more information.
Sounds good. Now get out of my office.
The quote is, "You can't print this."
After you sign his copy, then we'll leave.
NDA.
NDA. That's what the quote is.
All right, that's all you're getting out of him. He's like, get out of my office.
I think it's okay. It's okay, Finn. I'd rather have this copy signed by one of the people who actually write the articles.
Sure, not just the
People that
editor.
actually write it.
All right, so.
All right, you two. Mr. Schuyler's going to be late for his 7:30.
I'd say so. It's 7:48 now.
Pretty good.
Oh, shit. Is my watch out? Mr. Schuyler, I'm so sorry. I'm going to go fix that right now.
Can we glance around the office on the way out, see if there's anything that is noticeable, like when we cut back through the...
Basically, there's a bunch of
storage?
poster-sized magazine covers of, kill across the thing. And some of the stuff might have been stuff like, man, I thought that was bullshit, but that dude was telling the truth, And then it makes me even wonder, fuck, is he really telling the truth? It's really in your face. So I'm trying to bring up some info on the next place you might go to.
So I'll go and write in the sign-out sheet and snag the pen for Percival to have.
Nice.
Huh?
Kill
That's
pen.
pretty good. That's pretty. You can actually kill somebody with that.
Oh, yeah. It's probably been used to kill people already.
Yeah, it's like one of those like tactical pens.
Starts doing forensics in the car.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's definitely not going to answer any more questions after that. But that's a pretty big. He gave the big chunk, right? The big chunk. Off to Olson, heading over to Anemoid Road to check out some psychedelic butterflies. I think that's what would happen, right?
Now, maybe I'm just a little uneducated here, but what do you mean when you say psychedelic butterfly? What is this, like an insect laced with drugs that I have?
No. So
what's going on?
So almost 99% of animals, including insects, depending, I'm not going to make flies or nothing, but butterflies are cool looking, right? Are completely artificial, right? There's very rare real stuff, especially on that end. You might find some people with real dogs, but you have to be super rich for that stuff. So everything's artificial. But this guy, his butterflies, instead of just having that normal, might be a cool color pattern, it looks like psychedelic, like the colors are swirling and moving and shapes are forming on it. So it's like almost like somebody had like a tattoo that would move around on them, but it's the whole butterfly body,
It's like a really, really cool lava lamp.
Oh no, not my mic.
Right.
You're right. It's a lava lamp butterfly.
And it was in Leah's apartment.
Okay.
Yeah, there's kind of a picture in there.
Oh yeah, you could do like a zoom. I don't know how good it is even on the newspaper clipping either. I don't know if it's like really cool or not looking.
On the newspaper, no, it's pretty basic.
It's just a butterfly.
Yeah.
If butterflies were still real, it would be impressive because it's a blue butterfly, and blue butterflies are rare. But I mean, if you can just manufacture them, then it's not the same. I'll go visit Butterfly Man first.
Butterfly Man.
Do I have a picture of the butterfly that Leia had?
No, they were butterflies in a jar, like artificial butterflies in a jar.
Right.
Yeah.
I may be able to find the apartment picture, and
I mean, even if you get the one on the newspaper, it might be cool because that might look a little bit better. Then I don't know how you'd have to zoom like crazy. I think for the other thing.
Yeah, but at least to show the configuration that you're talking about, right? So like
Lee's apartment handout K.
Yeah, so here it is here, if you see, whoop, I just zoomed back out. That tiny little looks like an aquarium almost with jellyfish in it. That's the butterfly exhibit, and then the what we're talking about with the butterfly was here on the newspaper. The Aurelian.
Yeah,
Right.
and just remember, we saw security camera footage of her going into this place after the murder was committed.
Yeah, for a short time, not long, and then she went over to a place
went to
called
Bullet something.
Bullet Bob's something or other.
Bullet
Yeah.
Bob's
Yeah,
surplus.
runner surplus. Okay, so I do have an image of the butterfly that she had.
Yes, we have the pictures from the apartment.
Okay, got.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's no question of who did it, right? You could have the guy at the lab look at the butterfly and be like, oh yeah, it's signed, the Aurelian. Yeah, they'd have a signature on it.
And I think we maybe even check that or anyway. The I was just going to mention, Chris, the dynamic lighting on this map.
Oh, yeah. 1 second.
But yeah, so to me it was a cool display, like you were saying, lava lamp kind of thing, but artificial and butterfly. And then I think it was right near the end of the last episode. It was mentioned that I missed that on the newspaper, but we did find it, and that's where the connection is.
Cool.
You put that.
These places sound pretty good. I want to go to Big Queen Chicken.
Then you wonder, is that a place to eat, or do they make chickens there?
Yeah, that's true.
They have more than one restaurant called Dumpster. That's
Oh no, that's a food place. That's a food place. Yeah.
and it's too funny that right next to it is dumplings.
Yeah. Or that makes sense. Dumplings.
Dumpling between the dumpsters. That'd be one hell of a restaurant. Okay, so that building down there that says police information, is that like a kiosk, like phone booth kind of thing?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I will step into the Aurelian and
All right. This is
speak with Mr. the Man.
It's a pretty small shop. Hundreds of butterflies in jars, large and small, all over this place. You see a very, very well dressed older man sitting down, hanging out. Just kind of gives you a nod when you come in, and just kind of goes back to what he's working on.
Hanging out.
And Eli, you do have a picture of her as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me get.
It's like handout C or something like that.
This guy out here. Where is he?
Whoa.
There
yeah, there it is. Handout D. Wait.
Is he blind?
That's Sandor.
It sounds like somebody's washing dishes in the background
Oh.
somewhere.
It's not me.
Yeah. Handout C is the perp. That's the girl we're looking for. That ran into this butterfly store.
Yeah, I'll actually need a minute here.
Okay.
No worries. So yeah, Randy, you said is the guy blind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Olsen, you do notice, even though he kind of looked over towards you and gave you the nod, he looks like he's blind.
Brutal.
His augmented sight or something. Of course, Olsen is the guy not listening right now, which is cool.
Oh, he's listening. He's
He's
just not
listening.
able to really talk yet.
So on this, this to me at least, this was a kind of a neat map. Has a lot of stuff. This is kind of like a marketplace kind of thing.
Yeah. So you'll notice a lot of them, like entertainment row. This row, it has like entertainment stuff, magazine stuff, whatever. So this is Animoid row. So this is where you get all your artificial animals and whatnot, and some insects, depending where you're. Although I think butterflies, not too crazy of an insect, I would say.
And you can eat noodles.
There's
And you can noodles and chicken stuff.
There's my favorite trashy television show right there, Prawn Stars.
I thought he was going to say tasty noodle.
Oh, let's
Metro
not talk about
Cab.
the Clam Hut.
Yeah, Metro Cab Dispatch.
the people who made the map missed an opportunity to make 7-star prawns with 7 chairs instead of 8. But
That's true. Instead, it looks like a wheel for a ship.
The fish ladies.
Are you back? Are you ready, Eli?
I don't
You're
think
not
the
ready
fish
yet.
ladies. Is the fish ladies a fisher place?
Roommate
or-
decided now would be the best time to load.
the dishwasher. That's what I thought I was hearing too. So that's cool. At least I know I was hearing it right. We're cool. And Eli didn't think that was going to be read out loud. I think on the recording.
What else are we supposed to do? It's his turn.
Man, that's cool.
Um,
But
Yeah, that's okay. I just thought it was Travis Barker writing drums in the background because dishwasher Travis.
Man, they got a place of Rock Shmee's Apes.
I like how some of these places it just seems like this one Superior Pets, like that person was like, all right, there's already 25 pet stores. How do I differentiate myself?
Oh, they're
Oh,
actually
yeah.
just all fished out of Lake Superior.
Superior
I think the Turtle Factory is one of my favorites.
I like the coffee shop called Coffee Shop.
coffee shop.
So creative.
The Turtle Factory and the Ostrich Farm.
The bullet surplus, Bob's Bullet Bob.
Full Bob surplus.
That's across the street, right? It's not actually in this like plaza.
See, the Turtle Factory.
Yeah, I think it's in a different sector. I can't remember.
That's just a pizza place. Cowabunga, dude.
Cowabunga, dude. The tasty noodle.
Yeah.
Montafu Burgers.
Montafu.
So they got so they got the ape place right next to the tea place.
I pity the Montafu Burgers.
Eastern fried rice. All right, is there a Western fried rice on the west of the map? No. Another lost opportunity for marketing. I'm still gonna say this had to be on purpose to put dumplings next to dumpster.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. What are your dumplings made of?
I mean, the joke is kind of lame, sir.
And the first time I read this one, I thought it was just misspelled words. For some reason, Niasi kebab just doesn't. It looks like somebody mashed the keyboard for a name.
In my head went Kebasa. Like, what? No, that's not what that says.
You know what? That's almost all those letters. It's missing an L.
Yeah.
Which is in the lame sa.
Okay. I'm seeing. So Olson's in the chat.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll read as Olson. Good evening, sir. I just gave you the okay. Good evening, sir. Are you the proprietor of this establishment? My name is Officer Bacher with the LAPD. I have some questions to ask regarding a customer who came through here recently and did not leave me a donut. And shows a picture of Leah. Donut not depicted.
I've seen her, walking about these shops. He speaks like a very old man. I've seen her several times walking by.
Dude, we're Olson's on star right now talking.
You might want to ask some of the other proprietors.
You've seen her walking by. We've seen her come in here. I'm going to say that's what Olson's saying because Olson's typing.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Make a manipulation check.
In fact, she's bought some of your butterflies before.
Roll the manipulation.
Make the manipulation happen.
Come on, Eli.
He get it. I saw him clicking something different.
Manipulate.
Let's see. It's not there yet. It's not there yet. Boy,
Yay!
Double success.
That is 2 successes.
What do you want to know?
My name is Officer Bacher with the LAPD.
And also, like his voice, like he was talking like an old man before, but now he's kind of like, "What do you want to know?" Like he's normalized.
He just reset the voice box.
So he's like,
I think we would definitely want to know, and Eli, if you want to nod or flip me off or whatever, but we definitely want to know. We have evidence putting her in this building within the last 24 hours. What was the nature of her visit?
You could also nod off if you wanted to.
Nice.
Yeah, she was here. She seemed very unstable and very angry. She was angry at can't remember the name. Give me a minute.
Sandor?
No,
No.
it was a woman.
Oh.
A woman's name. Start with an L.
Layla.
Lilith Tyrell. She's angry at Lilith Tyrell, like almost ranting about it. I don't like. I'm very concerned about her.
Reggie Bear. That wasn't the dancer's name, was it?
No.
Okay.
It's the Tyrell Corp, right?
Yeah, Tyrell Corp was the previous. They created the replicants. They went bankrupt after the band. UN put the band on the replicants. They fell apart. Wallace Corp comes in, buys up the rights. Band comes off. Hey, replicants again. Let's go. Nexus 9. Boom. Which, two of you are.
Yeah, and I remember reading in the newspaper, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that there was an assassination attempt on her.
Yes. Yeah, there was.
Homeboy can read a newspaper.
Replicant. Yeah, the replicant. There was some replicant revolt, and they attacked her. She lived. Was saved, but still pretty bad.
Tyrell. I see. Oh wait, sorry. I gotta do this the way Joe started. Tyrell. I see.
Your voice changes like mine.
Oh yeah,
I'll get you next time, G.I. Joe.
Yeah, Cobra Commander's here. Is that Destro? Which one is
That is Destro. That's
Yeah, he
definitely
totally
Destro.
looks like Destro. Yeah, that was a Cobra Commander voice though.
Now I do have another question. We do also have, and I'm going to show him the picture of the butterfly that was in her apartment. This
Beautiful,
here, do you
aren't they?
recognize this piece?
Oh, this is my work. Can you not deny? It is not my work. Of course, it's my work. Cannot be denied.
I just need to confirm the information, sir. I am curious about the process that goes into this creation. How does a customer go about deciding these more fantastical elements?
Wow, I create these out of my dreams.
Dude, dreams and butterflies.
I see.
Are you sure he doesn't dream of electric sheep?
Butterfly in the sky. I can
Just
dream twice as
psychedelic
high.
butterflies.
Did you have any interactions? Did you have any other strange interactions with her outside of a simple "this is what I would like to purchase"?
Manipulation roll, please.
All right. Where's my sheet? Where am I?
Where's my sheet?
Where
All right.
am I?
Cobra.
1.
You could try to push that to get another
Jeez,
success.
that was some thunder.
Push it real good.
Sure, why not?
Give it a little salt and pepper.
How does?
Yeah, hit the D8.
I see.
So stays the same. Wait, no, you failed. So you critically failed on a push. I mean, you take a stress point. You're really stressed out about it. Like
Ooh.
Oh, those
Now
guys
I
are
have to
catching
talk
up
like
to me.
this.
you're almost like raising your voice, getting kind of pissed, and he's not giving you, what you want.
Those guys-
Had a funny
Where's my
reaction
stress?
since he's been giving you details so far.
Where are the donuts?
How do I track my stress? It's stressing me out.
It's on the resolve section. You'll check one of the boxes off next to the 0, and it'll start counting it.
All right.
And don't forget, everybody, you have a signature item on your character that could be used to relieve stress. Just FYI. Obviously, you relieve stress when you take downtown too, but you can also use it.
I don't think this conversation is going to go much of anywhere else. Thank you for your time, sir.
Make an observation roll as well.
Okay. Observation. I am just as bad at this.
Oh no!
0.
Nothing.
You observe nothing but bear claws.
Nothing. You notice?
I'm
I
smelling
saw
the dumplings
nothing.
outside.
I see nothing.
You know what it is? It's the clam hut. The clam hut is distracting me. It's right there.
It's right
right next to 7-star prawns. This is a lot of manufactured shellfish.
Yeah, it
Man, I
would
need
help
some
if they weren't
food.
giant animatronic clams serving people. That's the strategy.
Oh man,
They
that's
really
not
used
how
to
it is, but that's how that place is now under new ownership.
They speak really aggressively. What is your order?
Did you order this soup? Blah.
I'll get to you in a minute.
Snapping, pretty snappy over there.
You said. Sorry, I don't like shellfish. You said that you saw her walking to other shops in this area. Would you mind
It
pointing me
was-
to any others that you've seen her enter?
You could just ask the couple outside.
No,
Yeah,
all right.
just ask the ones next door. If you want to
Thank you.
do that, you can make a connections roll.
Thank you for your time, sir. Character sheet connections.
You got
Oh
connections.
God! I'm
Zero.
good at shooting things.
Well, that's that could possibly come in handy.
You're gonna have to shoot your way out of there.
Okay, try ask him again, but ask him softly and like this.
Just cocking my gun. These are some aggressive fast food salesmen. Look,
All right.
I said
all
I'm
right.
taking your #1 meal small. I don't care if you're gonna pay me 2 credits to upsize it.
You only gave me 1 ketchup.
Sorry.
Bastards.
All right. Is where's is Billy Bob's isn't here, is it? I don't see it.
No, it's close. It's close. It's not. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, all I keep thinking is Bullet Bill from Mario.
Bullet Bill's Burplus.
Bullet Bob's runner surplus.
So that connections role was to speak with other like
Yeah, to see
vendors.
if you can get any other information. Yeah.
All
But
right.
didn't work out for you.
Well, then
Did not work.
I'll hit the coffee shop to see if they've got any less than fresh baked goods and head on to Billy Bob's Bullet Burplus.
Olson, we got your day old favorite.
Day old baby.
Thanks, I needed this.
Coffee's on the house.
Wasn't Willem going to that place?
He was hit. Well, no, he was just hanging in the
No, all I did was go to the
headquarters.
headquarters.
Nah, okay.
And then the bullet.
Database action. All right,
You guys
so
are so nice here with a free coffee when I'm not feeling great.
okay, before we finish this shift, anything else from anybody, real quick?
Hams are dancing in the background. I can't talk to a man.
Am I able to run anything that we've discovered through the database?
What specifically do you want to know?
He just wants you to say any relevant information.
Yeah, no, you gotta ask the question.
Well, the name Laura Tyrell or whatever just popped up. So
Yeah, that one.
Lilith Tyrell.
oh, Lilith. I thought you said Laura.
If
He
I
said
can look up
Lilith, but
her,
Laura did just pop up because you just made it up.
Yeah, that's her sister.
True. Yeah, look up Laura Tyrell in the database.
let's see what happens.
Look up Laura Tyrell. Look up Lonnie
That one.
Tyrell. Look up
Laura Tyrell, Lauren
Les.
Tyrell,
Les.
Laurie Tyrell.
Yeah, you can look her up. You know that she is the niece of Eldon Tyrell, which is the guy. If anybody's watched her first movie, probably just gave something away. Oh, sorry, I ruined it for you.
yeah.
Well, no, the history, he was killed by replicants that attacked his headquarters back in 2019, and she inherited the empire, but didn't last too long because Nexus 8s didn't work out. UN came down with the banhammer, no replicants, so she went bankrupt. Kind of sucks. And then there's the blackout of 2022 where the replicants EMP'd chunks of the world and purged the Nexus database, so they couldn't find him anymore. And she was attacked. But it was thwarted by the LAPD. You don't really know much about the attack, but she was attacked by replicants. But there's some conspiracy about it though.
I was just reading in the newspaper as well that the ending paragraph for her here is that setting up business as a contractor for the Wallace Corporation, she designed memories for the Nexus 9 replicants.
Yep.
So that could be a reason why Leo was so so peed off with her. So maybe some implanted memory or something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think unless you guys can think of anything else to look up. I don't think we really learned anything that was
Yeah, because you definitely got the truth about the. Well, you got the truth of like who the shooter was now.
right.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure.
we know who that is.
You know who that is.
Yeah.
That's the problem. And then you have the Lilith Memory Lab, who's another lead.
The albino was named Styles, right?
Yeah, the guy that was at the Snake Club,
So
Snake Pit.
so Jeller was arguing with Styles, and then Leia took the opportunity to shoot Sammy,
Yeah.
whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Sandor.
So you got Gel and the human supremacist throw like chucking beer bottles at Iris, the replicant dancer on stage. Styles like, hey, what the fuck? You know, he steps in, he protects the dancer chicks. You know, like a brawl almost starts. Xander goes, hey, you know, seen that guy around. I'm gonna break this up. Pulls out his gun. Leah, oh shit, pulls out her gun, points it in Xander's back, blows his chest out, takes off running. Yep.
Okay.
That's the timeline of events.
Yep.
And then Leia fled the scene, walked to or got to the
Your cat.
Aurelian.
Up to the Aurelian, and also went to Bullet Bob's.
Yep, which is where you're going next.
Yeah.
And the bullet was from a pistol she carries, most likely, right? One of your
More than likely her
yes,
issued
Most likely.
department issued
yeah.
pistol.
You had the magic 8-ball. All signs point to yes. You
Yay.
know?
Okay. And did she go to the butterfly place before or after
First.
Billy?
Before, so she hit Aurelian's
So-
first, then Bullet Bob's.
Okay. So she went to the Aurelian as a stress reaction.
Yeah, like
Going to
right
Billy
after the
was
shooting.
probably where she started getting her rational thought back. So she went there with a purpose. Aurelian was just in a safe space for her.
Or maybe she hid something there. You didn't notice when you ran that observation roll.
I mean, that's entirely possible,
Yeah.
but I got to work with the information I've got, not the information.
Yeah, that's the thing. You guys can always go back to plays, right? You can't be like, oh, we already did that screen, that board, that level. No, you can go back, right?
And you know, that's a
You
good
guys are
point.
cops. Do
That's a
cop
good point
stuff.
for
It's
Zach,
not an
and for that
NC2
matter,
game.
for
Yeah.
Willem could just say, you know, what happened when you searched the place, and Olsen says, I didn't search it. I'm like, well, crap, now I got to go search it.
Right.
Yeah.
I wasn't there to search anything. I was there to talk with him. I
Yeah.
needed to
Oh,
confirm
but
information.
he's like,
I don't have a
fucking-
warrant.
he's like, what? He's like, fucking rookies on the force 3 years. Get out of the way.
Excuse me, rookie. I fought in wars, you know.
Well, now we do have cause to go and get a warrant.
Olsen has seen some shit. She has seen some shit, literally. Bad.
Yeah.
Bad stuff.
You.
I'm just tired, cop. That's my
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah, he's get too old for this shit.
Yeah.
I think you
That's
know
where he's
tired.
at. That's where he's at
You
for
don't know
sure.
tired.
3
All
days.
right,
You don't know tired until
so
you're 30 hours into a foxhole you made 3 days ago. Haven't gotten a week of sleep.
okay, we're coming up on third shift for only matters to the two replicants, I think, because Willem could keep going, and Olsen, this will be your second shift.
Yeah.
I'll stagger you so you guys have at least a little bit more stretch of getting things done. You guys can push it, right? You guys are like, no, I'm not, but then you're gonna get stress points if you know what I mean. It's not gonna be good.
I already got really stressed out looking at some butterflies, man.
That's right.
These butterflies don't make any sense.
That is actually really weird to think about. I got stressed looking at butterflies, and to resolve that stress, I have to go visit my brother's grave.
Nice.
It's kind of weird how it says. I feel like it has to be something you can have with you though, because it's signature items. I feel like you got to go all the way over there. That just seems weird.
It's in his mind palace. He goes into
Yeah.
in his memory.
I think about my brother and how dead he is.
Yeah, it's weird.
We could double down on this. I do origami. I could make an origami of your brother's gravestone.
Or I could just talk to you and relieve one thing of stress if you'd like for a few minutes.
The
Yeah.
two
Oh, that's
stones
right.
for
It's
your
got that-
dead
that
brother.
little
Yeah, that's my
special
signature
thing.
item.
Yeah, like you're just carrying that around like the
It's-
keychain or something.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it is supposed to be like I have to go and visit his grave.
Yeah, I thought it was funny because everything else is like, oh, people can carry it. Tombstone.
Girl,
Like,
Like,
what?
I just smoke cigarettes, and then
I didn't know
Girl,
that was like some new
One
thing.
of the rookies is just like, what's her deal? Oh, you don't know the kind of weight she's carrying, man. The shit she's seen. So
She
yeah,
used to
the weight
sell
she's
steam shells
carrying,
down
it's
by
a
the seashore.
40-pound slab of stone strapped. She doesn't wear a vest.
Yeah,
She wears the
Just-
stone tablet.
She's got a tombstone.
she's just doing squats, sprints, burpees.
Nice.
All right.
She sleeps in a coffin. It's
She's
crazy,
ripped.
man.
girl, let's meet at the coffee shop. I'll talk to you about this, and I'll even let you hold Mazarin. How about that? How's that sound?
I like
My
my
kitty.
Yeah. But you carry that thing around with you?
Apparently, that's my signature item.
Well, you go back to your apartment and hang out with your cat.
And the cat's sleeping on her brother's
Ah.
gravestone, and
What the hell's going on around here?
The cat's sleeping on a paper craft bed. That's atop
Okay.
the tombstone while it's enjoying a cigarette.
smoking
Okay.
that cigarette.
All right, so yep. So we're ending evening shifts, going to the night shift. So we're gonna have Percival and Fenna. You guys, what do you guys want to do for downtime? Like, what are your plans? You don't have to go home. You can go out and
Can't stay
technically
here.
drink. You can go out and drink and just hang out. That can be considered downtime. You know, you just can't be on the job.
What do you think? You want to meet the fellas at Central Perk? I mean, the coffee shop?
So is it going to be go home, or is it going to be like hang out someplace?
I'm going to go.
I
I'll see you
think
Thursday.
I'm going to go home to read the couple of copies of Kill magazine I swiped on the way out.
Go,
All right,
go
so
frame that.
Percival's doing home. What's Fenna doing?
Fenna's going home too.
Okay, both going home. All right, so Percival, roll a d8.
Roll not to die.
Yes, roll not to die.
Correct.
Busy
Just
to
a D8?
die? Yeah, d8. Too busy to die.
You have a 1 in 8 chance of walking down an alley with the people that are going
7.
to kill us.
So you're on your way home in your spinner, flying. Oh, can't wait to get home. You probably can't wait to get home and read some Kill magazine.
Yeah.
Deputy Chief Holden calls you up on your vid phone. I want to report on the progress of this case and the performance of everyone else. So he wants a performance report on all the other investigators.
7.
I want it before I get up tomorrow morning. Percival hangs up the phone. All
What?
right.
But I don't know when he
Yeah.
gets up.
Yeah, he gets up pretty early. Fenna, also roll a d8.
Oh, what a dice at. There we
First of all, he
are.
gets up at 4 a.m, gets a cup of Joe. By 4:15, he's in the
7.
shower. Once
Roll
he's out, he's
again.
got his second cup of Joe. I mean, my character's in an
Six.
on-off relationship with him apparently, so I know these things.
Yep.
Oh, let's see. Fenna.
Fenna.
That's a 6. Yeah.
So you soon as you get in your door, not less than a minute, your doorbell rings on your apartment door.
And my cat just got in my lap. Okay, hold on. Hello?
So you see, you're gonna have to look in your sheet for this. You see Radha Udaya, your first partner in the Rep Detect unit. She's at your door. I really need some help. I'm in big trouble.
Get in. What's going on?
Come on, Fenna, can I trust you? No bullshit.
We go way back. Well, as long as replicants can actually go back. But yeah, you can trust me.
Well, I'm part of the replicant underground. I've been helping replicants get off world, and I think Hold might be onto me.
That's where
I'm
you've
bad.
been?
Yeah, I'm in a bad way.
All right, do you need a crash here? You need some clothes? You need some money?
Yeah, I've been running for days. I can need some food and something to drink, and I just need to pass out for a couple hours.
Fridge is there, bed's over there. Showers over there.
You gonna join me?
Where's the pass out spot?
Got nothing else to do.
Well, it said pretty passionate. Okay, anyway. All right, so you guys are downtiming it. Willem, what are you doing? You still you're gonna keep rolling? Keep going? Nighttime boy?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'm just smoking my cigarettes, and they're keeping me awake. And I got shakes, but I'm still going.
All right,
He
Olson, this will be
leaves
your third
his
shift, so you're
cigarette
you can keep on going as well. Yeah, what are your plans, both of you? What are you feeling?
So what was the other lead? The Tyrell Memory Lab.
So Lilith's memory lab. You got still, I think Doc Badger's just he's a pawn shop guy, but that hasn't been looked into officially.
Right.
What else was there? I want to say that, yeah, because yeah, you could technically go to Bullet Bob's, but
Hmm.
I don't know if you need to. You kind of like assume why she was going there, but
Yeah.
or you can also go back to the railing and talk to him if you thought you missed something. You
Probably.
can go back anywhere. You can go back
Yeah,
anywhere and re-question people, but it's no big deal.
All right. Well, then the first place I'm going to go to is the Lilith Memory Lab, as long as they're still open.
All right, Olson, going along or doing something else?
I've got to confirm information. So
From
I mean,
Bullet Bob.
look, if yes, I have to go to Bullet Bob. She went there for a specific reason, and if she fired with her standard issue weapon with the ammunition issued to her, then she has no reason to go to a surplus store unless she's pawning the weapon off. And if she's doing that, well, then I can get the fucker. I can make a separate arrest related to the case.
Yeah,
All right then.
make them pay.
And he might know where she went at after the fact.
Might have mentioned what she needed money for.
Yeah, it's like the last known place that we saw her at so far.
Where is this guy? There he is. Oh. I don't think there's a map for this one either.
What?
Nah, nothing cool for that. So I will just dump him on this page. We'll do Bullet
You're
Bob.
dumping me?
Make a dump.
Technically, Bullet Bob is close to Anwood.
Single.
Let's see. Bob Gorski.
All right, this is a place you've probably been to a couple times. Even Blade Runners will go to the surplus store to get some of their gear if they want to.
Jesus,
Yeah.
Bob.
'Cause,
Joe,
like-
get Bob your hat.
Because sometimes, LAPD is slow on getting you guys gear. Sometimes could take a couple days depending if you request things. Like I just go to Bob's, get something cheap. That's still just as good.
And I've known Bob for years, so I call him the Gorsk.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Gorsk.
That's right.
Needs to go to
Yeah,
sleep.
and you kind of know he's just like he insults all his customers. Like that's the kind of guy he is. You get used to it, right? He's like, All right, he's the only one in the shop. It's your small little shop. You can get almost anything here, right? Nothing too crazy. Just what you see, pal. He just kind of gives you the nod when you come in. He knows you'll ask him if you need something, so he's not like, "Do you need anything?" He's not that fucking guy, right?
Not the Gorsk.
Good evening, Mr. Gorski.
Not the Gorsk. You can call me the Gorsk. Come on, Olson. You don't have to be like that. Not with me. I know what you've been through.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I'm here on an official matter. Need to ask you some questions.
Yeah, shoot. No, don't, not really.
Therein lies
All
the
right.
issue. We're investigating a shooting, and we have evidence putting the shooter in this store less than an hour after the incident. And you were the second place she visited.
Who is this? Who's this person?
Do you remember Leia?
Names. You got a
I don't-
picture?
I don't watch Star Wars.
Got a picture? Oh yeah, the gold bikini. Yeah. No, you got a picture of her? I don't remember. I don't know names too well sometimes.
Yeah, of course I do. I'll show him a picture of her.
Oh yeah. She was in here buying the 44 caseless ammo. For the PKD blaster I don't know if you got one, but I know a lot of you guys carry that stuff.
Blam, 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 blam.
Yes, it's
She seemed pretty nervous. You know how it is. I don't ask any questions. I'll sell anything to almost anybody.
You said it was the 44 ammo.
Yep, 44 mag.
Okay.
There's
yeah.
3 different shots in that gun.
all right. Well, that does confirm one of my suspicions, at least. Was she here for anything else?
Is one of the fireball?
Did she sell you anything? Did she
No.
inquire about any other product?
She just seemed pretty nervous. Want to breaking a manipulation roll.
God damn it.
See how buddy you are with the
It's
Gorsk.
time to manipulate.
I do have a question.
Yep.
If I remember right, the two Percival and Fenna, they don't have the 44 special round.
No, I think Theirs is like the 590. It's like a sound gun, and they can double up it for like a. It's kind of like a 9mm. It would do like.
I get you.
lethal
Is that
damage.
just because that they haven't been on the force very long, or do
No,
all the
just
units get
sometimes it might be what they choose because obviously the other ones carry PKDs, but it just depends what people want to carry. You know?
yeah, I
'Cause
just
technically, you got a doxy and an analyst. They're not the investigator types that
Right,
use them.
right.
They're not. They don't go out too often.
I get you. Yeah, I just didn't know if it was like because of rank or something like that.
Yeah, I got the PKD FKM 890 blaster sonic round and
I
sonic
just, I
blast.
just shot
Yeah.
one. It would
You
show up.
could
On the
push. You could
screen.
push that, Olson. I would suggest pushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the manipulation is a 0 to start. Now, what happens if he rolls a 1 again? Does his head explode?
Stress, more stress.
Her head explode. She did it.
Oh,
But it's a success, but you're stressed out. Yeah, you're kind of like,
God,
You gotta go see that
why do
grave,
these
man.
people always try and give me the runaround with this shit?
God, Gorski, just tell me.
I could run the Esper footage for you if you want.
I would.
But you got to
greatly-
buy something. You got to buy. So I don't care if you can't afford it right now. You got to buy it. What the pay as you go. Come on.
Buy him a Bullet Bob hat.
Oh, you can buy one of my hats. Comes with the skullet. Oh yeah.
Ugh.
They know you've been to Gorski's. So you're wearing that hat. Yeah, wear the hat. Now I'll give it to you for free. Wear the hat. You gotta wear the hat for the rest of the day.
He needs to
That
wear
includes daytime during tomorrow. 24 hours. You got to wear that hat. I find out you're not wearing it. Anyway, he shows you the Esper footage of the street outside. He doesn't have any cameras inside, just outside stuff. You
Doesn't
definitely
surprise
see Leah entering and exiting the shop, and then she enters a narrow street kind of close by.
All right.
What's down that way?
Like you mentioned that she was. I'll... Finna, you're off the clock.
That's true. Yeah, that's downtime for a personal antenna.
You mentioned that she was nervous. Was she
It
talking
wasn't
about
impure.
anything, or just? Oh wow, that was some
No.
thunder at my house.
Yeah, that was loud.
That was.
Yeah, that picked up.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's how loud that round going through Xander's chest was.
Oh my god!
No,
Was she
seriously, that's how loud it is. It's fucking loud. She was just she just wanted the ammo, but she seemed like jittery.
And was it just one round?
And
that
you
she
know
bought?
what? You would almost know. I would say you would know this, Olson. It was almost like kind of like someone in combat, like their first time killing somebody. But you would think, she's probably put people down, but she don't put down her own partner, right? So she was jitter, like almost like after a gunfight jitter,
It's real different when you start seeing them as a person.
But she's been in gunfights before, right? So it's not her first time, but she was definitely looking like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for your time, Gorski. I appreciate your cooperation, and I hope you appreciate the free advertisement.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
tip this
right.
hat to him.
24 hours. I got these Vespers. I know people that know people. I'll find out if you took it off.
Did we get to see what was on the Esper?
Yeah, it was Leia walking into
Okay, sorry.
a narrow street, narrow alleyway.
Okay, cool.
And
I
as,
guess
I'm
I wasn't paying attention.
as I'm walking out, little bell goes off. I'm taking it off when I sleep, though.
The hat. Just for my own curiosity here, the only new information we got from him was that she went down the street.
I found out what kind of ammo she bought.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right, yeah. Thank you.
So whatever you find out
44
later.
Magnum, or
Yeah, Coco's information will check out the same 44 mag.
We know the round that was fired from her gun.
Yeah.
We know that she replaced the round, which means that she was worried about getting caught.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Even
Which
though it
means that
should.
my hunch was right. That this being her second stop, she was starting to think rationally. She realized she fucked up, trying to cover it up. The bigger question is why? With so many witnesses at the scene, it's not really something that she could deny.
Yeah, unless she's on the move to take someone else out.
Regardless, Look at my watch. My shift's almost over. God damn it.
You're still on the clock. Donuts are still half off.
Yeah. Especially the day old ones.
Holden, you're gonna owe me a fucking back rub for this. And I'll start walking towards that narrow alley.
All right. You see, it's kind of dilapidated buildings, like old dilapidated brick buildings.
I will have my firearm drawn.
Oh, okay.
You don't go into a scene like this unawares.
I do.
You see that?
But you also like get
Actually,
way too excited over a pen.
Make an observation check.
God damn it! I don't wanna.
Not good.
I'm bad.
Oh, a success.
That's a one.
You notice, and it took you a bit. You almost had to double take it, but you see, opposite of the alley, you kind of go down the narrow street, like almost before you get into the narrow street completely. You see out of the corner, looking at you, is Styles, the pale bald guy from the Snake Pit that you have. Like, you never met him, but you know he's in the database, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're wondering why is he looking at me? Because I don't know this guy.
Why?
But you know, but you're like, I recognize that guy. It took you a little bit. Oh, wait, I recognize that guy.
And I know that he was guarding.
He was
the
one
dancer.
that he was the one that was kind of like protecting the dancer from the supremacist guys. So he was at the Snake Pit when shit went down, and he tears off running, opposite direction. He sees you, and he sees you look, and he's like, "I'm out."
Oh shit!
Well, do you wish the tombstone so you're not weighed down, or?
No, I'm taking that to my tomb.
Do you wish to pursue or continue down the alley?
He's acting suspiciously.
Yeah,
reasonably, I can detain him and question him, but realistically, what info can I get from him? What can I ask him?
Why are you running?
The more time that I waste on that is the more time Leia has to get away. If Styles is here, then he might be looking for her.
What to do?
And all this is going within a millisecond in your head.
I mean, I'm no replicant. Maybe within like more. Half a second. You know what?
Like 500 times slower than me.
You're like,
I got a coin here.
Oh man.
Heads.
No, that's a real human.
I chase Styles. Tails. I chase Leia. Heads. God. All right, you albino motherfucker. LAPD, stop. Freeze.
Oh man, that's so funny. It's almost like he's heading back towards the area because you're not in Animoid Row, but you're near it. But it's heading back toward like, man, that's kind of where if I stayed straight, that would almost lead to the Iranian shop kind of way. I think we're going to end it there because there's there's a whole thing about doing ground chases and like stuff like that. So I think this is a good place to cut it off where you have Styles like, oh, tears off running.
I swear to God, I thought you were gonna pull with the observation. I thought you were gonna pull you see out of the corner of your eye something shift ever so slightly. You snap your head to look, pistol drawn. You see the end of the episode.
And you see the hell out of it. Blah, 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 blah.
Now we're continuing. Let's go.
Okay, God.
1 more hour.
Holden is gonna owe me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so we'll end this one. We'll definitely continue. I think, Chris, you think the content will support one more?
Yeah, totally. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
So we will continue this next time. But in the meantime, for now, we can all say bye.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
See if I can click the right thing this time.
It's 10 p.m.
The preceding podcast was brought to you by One Joe Young. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.
Styles was like, "I'll buy," and you're like, "No."
Yes. That was like prog rock fucking pun right there, dude. That's awesome.